And good evening, Zelda 1 Randomizer fans. We are in week 2, day 1 of the Swiss rounds of our 2023 Random Percent Tournament. I'm Carlos1 with Magic Friends. We have Ellendar versus thomjay.
Yeah, we're currently in the 0-1 bracket here. Both these runners had a very close races earlier this week, and they're looking to get some revenge and crawl back into this tournament. Now, our Swiss rounds are determining seeding, so we will see all of these runners for another, 4 more weeks, Kairos?
Yep, we got 5 total weeks of Swiss and at least into the bracket stage as we start off in the desert.
Bombs are pretty expensive this time, so we're gonna have to find out if our items are shuffled on the overworld, if our item drops are shuffled really fast.
Yep, and we're starting with a wooden boomerang. We do not appear to have 0 HP enemies because things are just getting stunned right now. And we have blank hints. So nothing will be good. Yeah, so good.
We definitely have some dungeon enemy shuffles too, because we've got Stalfos on the overworld.
We had Triforces 6, and it's either 7 or 8. 8 is if it's a first quest or shapes. We got an Any Road over by the Forgotten Spot. Didn't see the first one we hit there.
So you see the runner's taking 2 different paths. thomjay is trying to prioritize his Armos item, whereas Ellendar prioritized getting to the start screen because there's a 50% chance that that wood sword was right where they found it.
Yeah, thomjay went for the 50-50 of the Armos item being at the grave spot, and zonked out there. And that was our cheaper bait, was at 79, so it's going to be a little expensive if they need it.
Errors did roll down, though, so that's a nice thing. And there's the power bracelet.
It just moved.
Now, finding the warp zones early means that there's a higher chance that that power bracelet's actually needed. Because with the warp zones, a lot of times that just turns into all 4 of those slots are known.
Hi, old man. You're nothing other than a bomb counter. And level 8 at the Coast Power Bracelet spot.
Locked into that shoot room. Ellendar's gonna have to go back to start there. And blue Darknuts in board 3.
This could still be first quest. Yeah.
Yeah, especially where that Triforce landed. That's very much where the raft is in first quest.
And there was a candle for 73. I believe we did see a candle in the Woodsword Cave for Ellendar. So
yes,
we do have extra
there
candles.
Was a candle there. Oh, we have permanent sword beams too. And it looks like those red Darknuts rolled down. I believe those was only 2 hits. Ah, there's the map. Yep, first quest 1 through 6.
And a medium secret of 35 is quite nice. And we'll need to see one of the dungeons is 7 to 9 in order to get a clue on our back half. And thanks to our tracker, SaberUX, handling things on the background here, punching those buttons. Meanwhile, thomjay gets the wood sword.
So one thing I noticed is that the desert tile in level 3 did not drop an item. So we've seen a lot of a flag in these races that is that items drop in their vanilla rooms, and the heart container would have dropped in 3 on the desert tile, and it did not.
Absolutely, if it was shapes, the rules work a little bit differently for everything except for the Triforce rooms themselves. And we got level 5 South River Cave.
Yeah, and figuring out if things are dropping vanilla is one of those kind of things where it's like it either saves you like 20 seconds a race or reminds you that it's going to take 10 minutes to dig out the floor item in every dungeon because we end up needing floor items.
And we did start with the wooden boomerang, not the blue ring, which is a little misalignment there on the tracking.
Actually, this might be the floor drop, because this is the desert colored tile. I don't remember if level 3 is on color or desert color.
There's a heart container.
I guess it is on color. Or I guess it is desert color for that one, because I saw him clear out the on color room.
thomjay finds the first quest 3 entrance being brown, meaning we're on some type of first quest overworld. So we'll find 3 of those large secrets, whatever they roll to.
It looks like, at least for level 3, our Triforce is in the Triforce room, so Ellendar is up 1 extra Triforce.
And not sure what was keeping Ellendar out of the staircase there. I missed it.
I think there's a blue Dark Knight room that has a shutter door, and that would lead to the other side of the dungeon that would have it. But there's also they were really trying to be conservative with keys. That makes a lot of sense because level 1, especially first quest level 1, can really gobble up your keys on you. And Rick saying that Goma could be blocking the item as well. So at that point, makes sense. Get out with the keys you've got and come back later if you need it.
$18 on the small. It's looking pretty good money, even regardless of the large secret.
That's a recorder in 5, so one step closer to vanilla item drops.
Yeah, that confirms, that matches up with our power bracelet under the Armos, which is a kind of a separate flag, but it won't be. I don't think it will be shuffled if it's vanilla items in the dungeons.
Yeah, I can't think of what it would be shuffled with except for maybe the coast and the white sword, but that it seems like it would just stay there.
I think those are dependent flags on the item shuffle.
Ah, see, you thought you wouldn't need to learn about dependencies when you got through high school, but no. Zelda requires you to learn about dependencies.
Old man, say something! Say something to us! So sad when they roll blank. Also means you can't avoid the door repairs without a retry.
So thomjay's getting a lot of overworld exploration here, but they're running out of bombs, so it looks like they're going to go check the White Sword location and see if they can get lucky there. They haven't picked up any hearts yet, though, so hopefully there's one like right here in the waterfall.
And a candle purchase for 73.
That gives them access to a lot of these bushes here in the Lost Woods, or the Lost Hills? I always confuse those two names.
So we're going to the forest to burn it all down. And we have a second Triforce in a Triforce room in level 5. There's our first take any cave for thomjay.
It seems like a seed that has a good amount of money in this, and so thomjay's exploration on the overworld is gonna help them to catch up in the dungeons pretty quickly.
And where does our recorder take us? Ooh, that is definitely a new location.
That was 147 secret.
We
Our
found
largest
level
147.
Level 2 was found with the recorder. That means we are going to new unbeaten.
Oh, that's a huge edge for Ellendar.
Meanwhile, thomjay did find level 4. Yeah, I haven't seen the new unbeaten roll very many times this tournament yet, but when it does, that is just an awesome edge if you got the recorder early.
So thomjay's in the right dungeon to get the ladder, which is one of those items that can just end up being game breaking if you find it, your opponent doesn't. So it looks like this is the ladder spot right here. So yeah, it looks like we're on vanilla items for sure.
Until proven otherwise, with that boomerang on the floor.
Now, one thing, I don't know, maybe Chad has seen this, but have we seen any enemies dropping bombs yet?
Unsure.
I mean, I think I saw Ellendar pick up a pack of them in a dungeon, but I couldn't figure out what dropped them.
It could have been just the dungeon drop as well. Gel's rolling up. Ellendar just racking up the Triforces early.
Well, thomjay with that ladder goes and checks the coast heart, and it sure is a coast heart. So they now have, and the White Sword Cave immediately afterwards. So thomjay's got a combat upgrade.
Yep, and probably ±2, could be a ±4. Definitely gonna be appreciated. And Eldar's just wasting no time hitting that recorder. Oh, we got our tracker saying red Octoroks dropping bombs.
Ooh, Ellendar barely getting up to the potion, to the letter location. Down to half a heart, and there's a ton of blue Lionels below them, so...
And I missed it. The Ellendar blew a recorder up to the northeast corner, and I didn't see a level.
Well, they check the secret spot because the recorder won't go all the way up into the secret spot. And then they check the potion shop to check and see if that was the location. But when they went up, or not to the letter shop, but when they went up to the letter shop, the blue Lionels put them at half a heart, and there's like 8 of them in that square. So they're like, yeah, I'm not getting back off this ladder. I'm just going to whistle and try again. Oh, so this was Power Bracelet required to get into 4. Okay.
It was also required for 8. There's one of those big 147s.
Well, thomjay, do you have a blue ring shop saved? Because I haven't seen a book, and...
I saw one.
There is a blue ring shop, but it's in the far southwest corner.
And I also had the small heart. Okay, that's level 7 that Ellendar didn't make it into.
Well, that can't be a level 7 entry that's second quest. I don't think. Yeah, coming from the north, that can't be first quest 7. Or it can't be second quest 7, but could still be first, right?
Wait, no, Ellendar recorded to 7, so that means we are on second quest. We have a Triforce that should be first quest or shapes 8. And no, wait, no, it's first quest. It's not second quest because of that. I got backwards. Yeah, because we have the... If it's first quest or shapes, we have the Triforce 8. We recorded to 7. It's first. It's not second quest.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is not second quest. It's... Well, that's 2 extra bombs for thomjay. I'm wondering, especially with this, like, long nose here that thomjay is currently in, it looks very much like this is just first quest all across the board. But until we see a map, can't really tell.
Yeah, this is the very end of the tongue, I guess, lower jaw, right here. Yeah, I think we can call that first quest across the board.
Looks like Ellendar's strategy is to just kind of go mode all this overworld stuff and then find level 1. But where was level 1? Have we found that yet?
I think we need to do one more recorder blow to get to it.
Ellendar's been inside this, both recorded 2 and went inside level 7. But I understand going and like getting your other gear because level 7's the one that's the most likely to, you know, be chock full of whiz robes and garbage like that. So like go get your better items, your better weaponry first. But I don't know why they wouldn't go to 1 to do that. That's a good point, Soraya. Looking for the white sword item.
Which we know is in the coast cave. Ellendar picking up some keys.
Yeah, we know that the Eddie key is going to be an 8, and if we don't have to, there's no reason to go into that 8. So the key purchase, just make sure you're safe.
I'm trying to remember who went into 8 earlier, because you can't record it there. But it's that power bracelet spot just in the northeast.
Alright, now we should find out where level 1 is.
And survey says Candle Row.
That explains why Ellendar was digging. They were trying to find a candle, and they had probably already whistled to level 1, and were like, oh, I need a candle first.
Makes sense there. Yeah, thomjay had the just saw on that screen the light was open.
Ellendar is being very conservative with their keys. I kind of like the strategy, but they've been able to save 3 or 4 keys up till now just by like deciding, okay, I'm gonna try every workaround before I even touch a key door.
So first quest state map, probably not too bad. Let's find out.
Ellendar's hoping that the bow is somewhere to the south here. Because if it's not, it is behind either the key block next to the Gliok, or it's the key block up in the nose.
And no one wants to fight a Gliok on 5 hearts and wood sword. thomjay block clips into the magical book. And it is not an atlas today, not that we need the maps too much. So it's just making bonfire.
So when the old men are on blank, does that can't also be the book, right?
No, it's gonna be blank. Found our boomerang on the floor. Gotta find that staircase.
Yeah, the Triforce is to the right, which means that staircase is either up in the nose of the eagle or in it that far wing behind the Gliok. Although the Gliok is blocked by a key door, so we could just ignore the Gliok.
One other thing is, where's 9?
Well, with the quarters the way they were and how fast we found all of our dungeons, nobody's really explored enough to find him.
Yeah, I mean, thomjay's got a lot more exploration done, but it just shows how much Ellendar is going to have to do after the fact.
Yeah, thomjay got a lot of Death Mountain done, and thomjay got most of the burn locations done as well. So, but I don't think we've seen everything yet. So there's still a handful of spots that could just be regular locations to find.
And there's our bow in 1, and thomjay about to get into level 1 now.
thomjay's got blue ring as well now, so their combat is really good, but just gotta find a way to catch up on all those Triforces. And digging through 8 to find out that he didn't need that Triforce, a little bit clunky. Didn't find the Any key either, so...
Yeah, if it was the other staircase with the key, it would have been a great dig. But didn't work out as well. Alright, so Ellendar back in 3 wants to get that raft, because there's a couple spots to check for that.
The raft indicates the last overworld block that Ellendar could end up being stuck on, so if he can get over here and just grab this raft and get out, then it's just run around the overworld until you find 9 and let's go.
And have we actually confirmed whether we're on a full first quest or a mix yet? It feels like a full first quest right now, but...
Well, I haven't seen any of the typical, spots, level 1 is the burn candle that usually is turned off when it's mixed quest. The bush in the Lost Woods that turns on and off, that one was active, so it looks very much like it's just first quest all the way.
That's what I was feeling. It's just you never know until you see the surefire indicators.
Yeah, I've definitely had times where I'm like, it's first. It was mixed. Ellendar's been in every room in this dungeon, so which one is the room that they found that could have been a push block but didn't push?
Let's see. No, I got nothing.
Alright, well, thomjay's got a Triforce in level 1.
I mean, was there a Goma in there? I think it was Rick said something about a Goma earlier. I can't recall which dungeon it was for, though. But Ellendar in 7, clean up that Triforce, disable that recorder.
I think thomjay is going to give us our first left look at East Death Mountain now. So maybe level 9's up here?
Could be vanilla.
Ooh,
It is.
It is vanilla.
Be
Oh,
interesting. Good.
That's a beefy death for Ellendar. What were you saying? What did you say was interesting?
I mean, it might be pretty late routing to go up to East Death Mountain for Ellendar. So that might give thomjay the time needed.
Yeah, but with thomjay going up to this Death Mountain area, we know that there's no Triforces needed up here. That recorder is just so much time that Ellendar saved that it's really hard to make it up.
Yeah, we're in, and the one dungeon we haven't seen at all yet is level 6, and that's just a wand. There's level 2 for thomjay. Ooh, another death for Ellendar.
Well, these deaths in 7 are probably going to be avoided by thomjay with the Triforce out of 2 and the blue rings. So that's also time that can be made up.
Yeah, the white sword giving the combat advantage. Yeah, if it was 0 HP, it wouldn't matter too much, but it's not, so...
Yeah, it's
Nice.
looking like what's doing Ellendar in his rolled up blue Gurias.
And that was a red mob that just dropped that bomb for thomjay. And there's level 6, also on Death Mountain.
thomjay's wisely leaving that level 6. We know we don't need it, and thomjay's got the kind of combat already that we don't really need the wand because we have permanent sword wands.
So let's see, thomjay's found level 7, found level 3, I think I can't remember if they found level 5 yet. And pretty sure, and also found 4. So dungeon knowledge is actually not the worst.
I think Ellendar decided that they wanted to check the next room here, and kind of cost them a minute because the next room was a a shooter room with a dig dogger and a 3-part headed dig dogger and just chaos. But able to work their way back through, pick up the Triforce for 7, and now we're in 9 hunt for Ellendar.
Yep, all the only thing that Ellendar might need is some wood arrows before finding the silvers, but I don't think that's probably going to be necessary. It might make some of the combat a little quicker if there's we have. Yeah, I'm not sure what the enemy sets are doing.
Well, we haven't really seen any Wizrobes yet. I don't think I've seen a Wizrobe yet.
They're in 6 and 9.
It's gotta be, right? I'm curious why Ellendar wouldn't grab those arrows there. Unless they're trying to save for one more key, but 6 keys going into 9. I don't know how much more prepared you can be. I mean, it's always 9. It can always find a way, but
We're definitely on first quest enemies because these Stalfos would be shooting sword beams otherwise.
the one good thing for Ellendar is they are on their way to find the Coast Heart, and they will find their white sword right next to it. So that should get that combat back into a tie game.
Ellendar's not convinced this is pure first quest yet. And did Ellendar get the raft in 3 eventually?
They were digging it out, and I believe that is that item that we talked about being Goma blocked. Because they were in every room in 3 and went back to double check it, and it didn't pop up.
Turns out not going to hurt, but could have been some more time if it was.
Alright, so that's Triforce number 5 for thomjay. And Ellendar is on the opposite corner of the map from where he needs to be, so...
And thomjay in level 5. Pretty sure thomjay knows where all the levels are now.
Yeah, I have a feeling that was the first time that he saw 5, because that was the same pause that he had in all of the dungeons, and I think that's just him, like, getting his tracker set up for each dungeon. So I think that was the first time they had opened the dungeon floor of his tracker for 5.
And there's a potion pickup. I don't believe we've seen a letter.
Yeah, I don't recall a letter. That's the Triforce for thomjay. Do they come back in here to get the recorder? I don't think they need to.
So level 4 is just a few screens over, just past vanilla start. Then back up to the northeast corner for 7. Yep, Ellendar still searching mixed areas.
Yeah, thomjay's in no mode because he knows where everything is that he needs, and Ellendar's in go mode because they're ready to get to 9.
Yeah. Did Eldar not check 1Q2? Because that's your biggest tell whether or not you got a mix or pure first quest.
I don't think either player went up the ladder to 1Q2. There's also a good shot that even though Ellendar saw the color on level 3's screen, like even that knowledge, I only learned about how that worked, I think, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So
a quick summary on that one is: you see a cave, you're pure second quest. If it's green entrance, you got a second quest mix. If it's brown, first quest something. All right, we got the defense parity again.
Now, the one big difference, if we end up in level 9 around the same time, a big difference is going to be the fact that thomjay is at 1 key. And Ellendar has been very careful to be conservative and is still at 6.
And I believe Ellendar also purchased like multiple keys.
Yeah, definitely one. I didn't see the second one, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, compass for thomjay says, keep on going.
thomjay recognizes that screen could be a drop, so they just figure, okay, it's going to take me 10 seconds to try and earn a key. I might as well fire this off. But they've got Triforce 7 out of 8. They've got to get to that upper right corner, and then let's see what happens.
Yep, thomjay has the ability to get into 9 first.
And with 7 being the last dungeon that thomjay needs, it's going to be a couple of screen scrolls over to that 9. So they're going to be very close to probably the best position on the overworld map in terms of what dungeon could be your last one to get to 9. Yeah, for as much as that recorder helped out Ellendar early by not doing a lot of this overworld exploration, you start getting that like panicked feeling. So hopefully he's able to just continue chugging through the checks and stay on this game, because he is in the lead right now.
This pathing is going to say West Death Mountain into East Death Mountain. So, got a little bit of time for potentially for thomjay.
Well, Ellendar also doesn't have any bombs for this Death Mountain, so
Ooh.
They've got to either farm a bomb here or find a bomb shop.
the red moblin has a chance. Nope. Blue rupee. And whereas thomjay actually has got a bomb upgrade.
Yeah, thomjay's on 10 bombs. Our bombs, as our tracker pointed out, are +2 for 117. It's inflation.
It's still a bomb upgrade.
It is upgraded. I mean, once you have blue ring and your arrows, like, all right, I'll pay whatever it is for it. There we go. Ellendar found a bomb.
Maybe a little bit of a bomb shop someplace.
All right, thomjay just found the compass underneath a lake, so that's gonna point them in the final direction of their Triforce.
Oh, was there a workaround? I think
there was. Ellendar came into that dig
they came in
from the bottom,
from the Triforce room, right? Yeah, thomjay's gonna try for the workaround. Might have been really close to that room anyway from the initial exploration in here. Oh, it's an old man there.
Ellendar's back down to 1 bomb on this overworld, so I don't know if they're trying to set up a bomb count, but getting shot by that
multiple times.
Yeah, it's not gonna help.
All right, Ellendar. That's you know that's 2. Oh, it was resetting the enemies, or
I mean, inside this too may be the best place for Ellendar to find a bomb drop, as there's a couple of floor spots into that will drop bombs traditionally. So,
but thomjay has 8 pieces of the Triforce and has knowledge of where level 9 is located.
All right, a couple of screen wraps away to get into this 9, and thomjay will be our first entrant. I see what Ellendar was trying to do. They were using the ropes to set up a bomb count, and as he put down the bomb, a rope dashed at him and bopped him.
Ooh. But gets a drop off the floor, and we are in level 9. If we get the audio switch, thank you. And there's our Wizrobes.
Well, the red Wizrobes are going down to 2 white sword swings, so they look at least somewhere near vanilla.
Fires did not roll down though.
Alright, Ellendar got another bomb pack on the overworld, so even though they have to check all of these spots in West Death Mountain, they should have enough bombs to get to the east with some in tow.
However, thomjay is out of bombs, and we're gonna have to go farm some.
Yeah, this race is getting closer and closer.
Ellendar's found the level he was not looking for.
Okay, so Ellendar just saved out of 6. And looks like they're, like, running back around to check a couple of leftover spots.
But the shuffle drop groups of the enemies are definitely messing up the runners tonight.
Yeah, Ellendar was struggling with bombs earlier, and now thomjay's in the same exact boat.
And level 9 has 2 rooms with a total of 5 walls that we have to try out to find out where to go next. And there's our magical sword.
Right, so that takes care of the couple of checks they had in the woods. Now it looks like Ellendar is headed towards East Death Mountain area.
Taking any road, actually. Nope. Changed the mind.
Yes, you have the ladder. You can just walk across that. That's okay.
Alright, thomjay, back into resetting enemies on the overworld.
Yeah, he's resetting these moblins on the screen to the left here to try and farm for a bomb. And there's the one he was looking for. Maybe pick up one more if they'll give it to you.
Oh. I'll probably do another rotation just to get some more bombs, because it could take up all 4 bombs in order to check the rest of those walls. And Ellendar is now in 9.
And thomjay's on his way back, so they're going to be... By the time Ellendar finds the first couple pieces of information, they'll basically be tied.
Ooh, and another bomb pack for thomjay on the way in. And we can go up from there.
Alright, so Ellendar found the bomb hole that thomjay missed, but it looks like thomjay's going right back to that bomb hole. So yeah, we're going to be about 1 room apart.
And there's a roar.
That's a roar and a staircase. And remember, we're still looking for the silvers in this dungeon, so...
How about a bomb through Ganon to get the silvers?
I mean, I like pain, but torture is a completely different topic.
We're still under an hour. They can only spend so much time in a level 9, right?
We haven't seen them be forced to fight blue Wizrobes, so that's really my question is, how bad are these blue Wizrobes in here? Oh, that actually seemed like that blue Wizrobe went down pretty quickly. Alright, thomjay getting another staircase check. Is this what we want, or is it another set of doors, another set of rooms?
And 0 versus 10 bombs. It did not go very far.
Oh, that's Zelda's room, isn't it? Oh no, it did open. Okay, there was a key still on the map. Sorry.
Ooh, bump hat from the Pole's voice. Seryux, our tracker, letting us know. And Tektites.
Okay, so at least we do have a couple of bomb dropper groups in here to farm if we need to. And that actually, Ellendar just picked up a bomb from a drop on the floor. And I don't think that... I think they went a different route than thomjay and are finding some different rooms.
Yeah, they definitely took different transport staircases to get to a couple different areas. We got thomjay went to the bottom left, whereas Ellendar went up to the upper right. And then Mole is too much for Ellendar this go around.
I think his best chance is to go right back there, because thomjay is starting to get a lot of exploration in this dungeon, but he hasn't been in that corner.
And upper left takes us to the bottom right with that staircase.
Yeah, this is the room that Ellendar is trying to clear out right now. I wonder if... I'm hoping they recognize that with that shutter door on the top, this isn't going... I don't believe this could be a push block.
I mean, you could push to open the door, but that's about it. Got a tea room in this eye.
Oh, that's Zelda's room. That's Zelda's room right there.
So that actually was information there.
Oh, that is it. I mean, this staircase leads right to it, but that's a sneaky Zelda's room, because if you don't remember that that's an extra room in that corner on the map, that doesn't show up on your screen. thomjay's heading to the corner where Zelda is. They're gonna find this blue landlore room really quick here.
Zelda's to the left here.
Yeah. This is also Ganon's room, which means Ganon's not in his room. He's hanging out wherever he feels like it today.
And shuttered in all sides to Ganon. He's in the right eye.
Ellendar's out of bombs. They're bailing out because Ellendar hasn't really figured out who the bomb droppers are in this one.
Yep. And thomjay should be realizing now, here's Zelda. This is the staircase room, takes you This is the first one that Ellendar took. This will take right next to Ganon.
Yeah, but thomjay's been in that room already, so he's got to find a different way than the two he's already tried.
There's that key door right above the other side of that transport.
This is new information for thomjay, at least. And I don't think Ellendar bombed through here either.
Don't think so. And yet another transport. I think. Okay, takes down to the left, bottom left-hand corner. It might be a one-off. But thomjay getting another bomb drop off that Pole's voice.
Yeah, about the only benefit of getting teleported down there, since thomjay has most of the information of that corner already. Well, this room is going to eat up at least one of thomjay's last two keys, if not both of them.
Ooh, doesn't bomb down. Does go left. Ooh, there's this key door. This is blocked off from the top.
Well, that does have a push block at least. Oh,
Oh
no!
thomjay's gotta hope that that's the red ring, or because I think we've got up to 5 sets of staircases now.
Yeah, I think we have one set of staircases and 2 dungeon spots. Well, Ellendar's back in 6. What is Ellendar digging out in 6 other than bombs? I mean, we know the recorder's in here somewhere, but 5 keys.
The wand.
That's the item I was thinking of without thinking of it.
thomjay may need to go back to 5 if that Dig Dogger turns out to be the silvers.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna try to bomb up here, maybe? Nope, just going right back.
Well, when they call it the Great Equalizer, this is what they mean.
But there's no bombing through Ganon today.
Yeah, we don't have a bomb. We kind of have a staircase hunt at this point, which kind of makes it feel like it's a bomb hunt.
I got 5 sets of staircases tracked, and it's like we just need to find. But there's a lot of empty space I got on the tracker here.
Unfortunately, it feels like the only way to get to that like upper mid section under the R&D board is to take the keyhole that's north of where you pop out. But thomjay doesn't have any keys. Is thomjay leaving for keys, or is he leaving for the recorder?
You can get so. Ooh. We're going after that recorder, it sounds like.
Well, in theory, going into that 5 and digging out should be able to produce a key or two. I don't know how much of thomjay really did that 5, because once they got there, they were kind of in a blitz concept. So they might have enough space to like find a key or two on the 4 and 5 while also getting this recorder. Ellendar's still in this 6, and I'm still not quite sure what the idea of being in the 6 is. The combat would help, but I'm not sure how much with the Wizrobes.
I mean, it doesn't seem right, but I mean, could be trying to get a little bit of rupees for a bomb upgrade, which I don't even remember which dungeons they were anymore. But thomjay picks up a recorder real quick.
He didn't up A immediately, so it looks like he is going to stick around and try and farm a key somehow out of here.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to try to see if you get a quick key or two.
Gamgee, they conceptually, yes, they should, but they really have only seen 4 or 5 items total. So there is a chance that Ellendar is just thinking, okay, maybe the items were not full shuffled, and I just happened to find 3 or 4 that were in the same spot.
Alright. thomjay, a lot of bombs, and no keys. And armed with a recorder. Because, I mean, if the Dig Dogger's right, that's all you need to know. But if it's Red Ring or nothing, then there will be some regrets.
Alright, so Ellendar's going to have the wand out of here. Ellendar's going to have picked up an extra heart container. So if they up A to start, they could head back to Vanilla 2 to pick up to go for the Master Sword. That could also be an idea.
Alright, this should be a straight walk around. Well, I mean, not really straight, but just a walk all the way to that Dig Dogger. No stairs will get you there faster. Ellendar picking up some arrows. There, I mean, the bull's voice definitely an issue.
Ellendar's also going back in 3 to get the raft. I wonder if Ellendar's tracked and found that something that we're thinking of? I don't know.
It could be a mismark that something was shuffled, and that'd be enough to say, yep, it's mostly vanilla.
So here's that Gliok that I believe our tracker mentioned earlier. And thomjay did not find the silvers back in that corner, so
thomjay's going to get a magical key.
20 minutes ago we were blitzing towards 9, and now we've got one person in 3 and one person in 8.
Ellendar must be thinking, like, what did I do wrong here? Oh my goodness, that was quick! Yeah, I like that. I mean, might as well completely solve your key problem if you're going to leave 9 again.
True, true.
And with it being that free, wow. Yeah, everybody spent all their key money already. They would have bought it. They would have spent it on bombs already. Ellendar thinking the same thing.
Well, thomjay has as much gear as they possibly could going back into this 9, so hopefully Ellendar finds this. Where did thomjay find that? It must have been just almost like one bomb hole away, right? Yeah, one bomb hole away. Okay, so Ellendar will have their any key as well.
Alright, you can come out of this staircase for thomjay and go straight up through the key door and explore the top of 9. Does not bomb. One room.
At least it gave the bomb back.
I'm still. I think the prevailing theory right now is there might have been a tracker mismark, and that said that there was a shuffle, and they're looking for silvers.
Yeah, that's all I can think of, really. The book in this 9, I believe, is the only dungeon item that Ellendar has not seen. So once this is ended, once they find this book, which thomjay found the book the first time they dove, so it's relatively close to start.
Probably not through a bomb hole.
Alright, well that's all the items for Ellendar. So unless they think that Heart Shuffle is on, that should push them back into 9.
So this staircase could take it over to the east side of the map, and there are a couple of rooms I didn't track yet.
Oh no, wait, Ellendar's going back into 7 because they didn't see the candle room yet.
Alright, we got another staircase. This, I think, has to be it. Or one of them. It is the silver arrows.
All right,
Is it
thomjay in go mode, 1:15:22, knows where Ganon is, knows where the princess is. Time to fly.
one room to clear? Don't think thomjay has a potion. But here's Ganon. Oh, 0 HP. I take this staircase straight through. And then two rooms away.
Yeah. We just gotta dodge some blue lino or blue lamolas.
Yep.
And GG's for thomjay.
thomjay finishing in first place with race time GG, 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 54 seconds. Try to get thomjay right up here momentarily. And
have
yep.
our winner of the race, thomjay, is in the booth with us. Congrats, thomjay.
GG.
Thank you.
That was a race. So Ellendar dug 5 first, found the recorder. Did you happen to blow the recorder at all for movement?
No, I just picked up the recorder when I saw the Dig Dugger in 9.
Well, if you had blown the recorder, it would not have done anything because it goes to new unbeaten dungeons.
Nice.
And yet you managed to, with your exploration, manage to get into 9 first.
Yeah, I think I was in 9 4 times. So.
Yeah, it ended up being a blessing and a curse because Ellendar was able to find every dungeon but didn't know where 9 was. So you were able to clean up your last 3 dungeons while Ellendar was searching the overworld for 9.
Okay. Nice. But I didn't have keys, so it was a problem.
Yeah, then 9 happened, and both of you left 9 multiple times to dig things out. The 9 has thrown Ellendar back into dungeon digging mode, thinking that maybe they have something this track to say that it is not vanilla items, so we're not quite sure.
It must be vanilla items. So.
So were there any other spots other than 9 that you really had trouble this seed? It seems like you were moving pretty smoothly through a lot of this.
I had the problems in every dungeon because I can't. I only play shapes usually, so when it's vanilla, it's harder for me. I had to stop for a second and find some maps on the internet. But, it was chaos when I understood that this was vanilla maps. So
I was wondering about that because when you were entering the dungeons, you were taking, not a long amount of time, but 5 or 10 seconds to like pause at the entrance. So was that you pulling up a map real quick to help you get around?
yeah, I don't have that. I don't use the fancy tracker that everyone else uses. So. With the built-in maps.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you take it whatever advantage you can. Ellendar has found the red candle.
And is proceeding to burn it.
I think they used every weapon possible on that candle before they ran away from it.
How much of 9 has he seen?
Not as much as you did, but it's definitely saw a lot of the northeast section, and and a little bit of that center section. Did not see the Dig Dogger yet. That was a red herring.
No.
Yeah, that 9 went back and forth. Like when you ran out of keys, Ellendar ran out of bombs. When Ellendar ran out of bombs, you ran out of keys. So and you entered. You came into 9, and then recognized you needed bombs, and went back and farmed some bombs. When you came back in the second time, you and Ellendar were in the same room for about 4 or 5, like exploring the same room for about 4 or 5 rooms before your paths deviated.
Okay.
So at that point, it was a very close race. It was going to be like neck and neck.
Did he get the Anarchy first?
Yes. No, it was you went 8 first to get the key, and then Ellendar was a couple dungeons behind. After a couple dungeons, finally went back to 8 and got it.
I did a little dive for the Anarchy at the first time in 8 there, but I just found the book.
Yep, I had to go to the correct bomb hole.
Ellendar is back in this 9 now, and they are starting to dig past. They're still coming up that middle section here, so they're gonna have to get into like that RD section on the middle of the screen. So, thomjay, I've been asking runners if they've put any thought into what they want to change. So when we get to the bracket stage, we're going to be using the same flags as this, but if you lose, you get to change any of them. So I was wondering, are there any flags that you would want to modify? Like, it sounds like you might want to turn shapes to 100%.
Yeah. More shapes for the people.
Alright.
I'm gonna head out if it's okay.
Oh, of course. Thank you for the race, thomjay. You're now
Yeah.
1-1, so we will see you sometime next week.
Yeah. Thanks for the restream. Goodbye.
All right, GG.
Alright, Ellendar has found a staircase here that I don't know if thomjay found this one specifically. I'm gonna use their potion to make sure they get through this room, and this might actually be the red ring.
Yeah, just looking through the remorse flags, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can change the dungeon quest. Because the remorse flags are anything with a checkbox that is set to random, and several specified drop-down menus.
But that would be one of the drop-down menus that's not on the list.
That's correct.
Yeah, kill these Ellendar. They drop bombs. There you go.
Hey. All right. You gotta go a few rooms east of here. I don't know. It does bomb right here. But I don't know if the next room bombs.
Okay, that gets us a little bit farther right.
This has gotta be... Yep, it is the red ring.
So then Ellendar can go what? One screen to the right and then south one screen? Is that right?
Alright, so... Okay, there's a door down here. You go straight down 2 rooms and 1 to the right, and you'll get there. Yep, go to the ski door to the right. And this is the silvers.
Oh, and it's just 3 wizards blocking it. That's not that bad.
How much burning? Nope. And with that, Ellendar is in go mode.
So Ellendar has 3 hearts and the red ring, so they can take up to 2 body shots from Ganon. And they need to successfully hit Ganon 1 time to stun the pig.
And once again, here's Ganon. No chances.
Use them if you got them. And Zelda is only 4 rooms away, but Ellendar's gonna head back down here and use the transport to get there.
And Yeah, there's an old man in the way, I think, that makes it the direct route longer. But with that, the door opens. Landmolls mean nothing, and GG to Ellendar. Finishing with a race time GG, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 45 seconds.
So that was, I mean, I don't know if we could have asked for a more interesting race. Like, that was very back and forth. Ellendar felt like they had a really big lead with that early recorder find, but then we saw how the exploration issues caught back up to him, and then we were literally tied going into 9.
And our record team tonight was Spark Mandrill from Mega Man X. And welcome to the booth, Ellendar. GG.
Hey, GG. Man, it would really help if I did some more practice so that I could remember what vanilla items were.
We were wondering if you just mistracked one item that just threw everything off.
Nope. Just I almost never play vanilla. But also just like somehow didn't notice when I got the red ring in 9. I'm like, oh, the red ring and silver's in 9. I wonder if there's that random flag.
Yeah, they turned off that flag late in the last revision
Yeah,
of the flag set.
and I'm like, yeah. So I don't know the flags that well, and I'm like, maybe that was on. And I'm looking over at the items. And I've got 100% here, and I'm like, bow in 1, ladder in 4. Wait a second.
Yep.
So that could have been a jet seed.
So you started off with that being a jet seed with the recorder find. So how did that feel?
Oh yeah, I mean, I got the recorder, and I like to test pretty quickly whether it's flute to uncompleted dungeons. And when I found out it was, I'm like, oh, okay. And I did need to get a candle at one point, but yeah, it was just jetting through all of them. I had bow, which I thought was a good random find, but it turns out was just always there. But then my problem was I had basically no map exploration when it came time to find 9, which of course was vanilla, and I somehow checked that, super late because what's a vanilla?
It's East Death Mountain. That's you got 3 checks up there in a first quest overworld, and just kind of put off to the end.
Yeah, and then even then, what I thought happened in 9 is I thought I had checked all the bomb walls. I was out of bombs, and I had forgotten that I thought I had taken that right from the room right before Ganon. Like, I could have sworn I had taken it already, and I'm like, okay, this 9 is just actually Ganon blocked, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else and find silvers.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now. You assumed that if the items are behind Ganon, that the silvers must be in a different dungeon.
Yeah, and also, like, my intention was to, hunt for 9, and I already had the bow, and I'm like, well, there's at least, 50-50 for vanilla items in 9, maybe, right? Like, I might as well go to 9 and take a look, and I found Zelda and Ganon basically right away, and I'm like, I mean, I might as well check it, and then, like, I thought I got stuck. Maybe there was I hadn't checked, like, that one right bomb from the room 2 north, but other than that, I had checked all the bomb walls, and I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta go somewhere else. And I was thinking, well, there's that bow blocked item in 3, and I haven't found 8 yet. There's lots of places I can look. completely not realizing the whole time that it's like, oh, this is vanilla. None of this logic makes sense. There is no logic. It's just in 9, you idiot.
So when you entered into 9, thomjay had gone in 9, bombed twice, lost both his bombs, exited. You were in the entryway at the same exact time.
Yeah, that's
and you both left multiple times because thomjay found a dig dogger that was blocking one room and was like, "Oh crud, my item is behind this dig dogger. I need to go back to 5 to get the recorder." Goes back to 5, spends all his keys to get the recorder. Dig dogger hit nothing, so now he's got to go to 8 to go get the any key. So thomjay also was in and out just as much as you were into that 9 for a good 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow. This could have been a really cool one. Instead, it was kind of a mess, but
I mean, it was really cool because, like, you deviated so far. thomjay, of course, didn't use the recorder at all, so he found all the spots on the overworld, but was, waddling back and forth between each dungeon. So both of you took wildly different routes and ended up walking into 9 with almost the exact same gear minus the recorder at the same time.
wow. Crazy. Well, GG again. Maybe get some more practice and get used to these random percent lags.
Yep. I mean, just a little bit of basic knowledge on the what the first and second quests entail definitely goes a long way because it can just end up that way.
Yeah, and this is, I guess, what I get for, basically learning the randomizer from scratch and never speedrunning vanilla is that, like, sometimes just screams at you and it's like, what?
Well, you do have 3 more weeks to practice, and then we'll get to the bracket stage, so we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right, friends. Well, that will do it for us here. Kairos, do we have any other races going on today?
We have one that started at the same time as this one, but we have another one that is scheduled for 8:30 Eastern. So that's should be just underway a few under 15 minutes ago, and that should be over on SpeedGaming Prime. And then we have many more races this week because these were just the first 3. This is just the first 3 of about 28 races every week until we're at the end of Swiss in the first round.
So if you are looking for more Legend of Zelda, you can head over to SpeedGaming with no number at the end. There's also SpeedGaming. There's also plenty of other races going on this week, and for Kairos, Ellendar, and our tracker, Kairos, help me here.
Saber UX.
Thank you. We'll say goodnight here, and we'll see all you race fans later. Have a good night.